Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of February 2021. Thursday night, 9 o'clock, time for a knife sale on the Apostle P channel. And it is a big one tonight. Well over 30 items for your consideration. Before we get into tonight's inventory, a little bit of housekeeping. In just a moment, I'm going to put on the screen for you the terms of the sale. If you are new to this weekly event, you need to be familiar with and agreeable to those. I'm also going to reprint them in the description underneath this video so you can peruse them at your leisure. Also in the description above the list of terms, you're going to find 3 links to previous videos on the Apostle P channel. The first one is to my Primer for Buyers video. That is an expanded 38-minute explanation of the terms of the sale. So if you want further clarification, please watch that video. The second link will be to my FAQs for Consignors video if you're interested in using this weekly sales event to move along some of your collection and put some cash in your pocket. That'll explain how it all works. And the third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the TheApostleP Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. So you've got those 3 links in the description, then the terms of the sale, and at the very bottom, you're going to find the list of tonight's inventory, complete with timestamps and pricing. The number to the left of the slash in the price is your as shown price. The number to the right, your as sharpened price. And there will be next day sharpening available for the first 6 knives purchased to be sharpened this evening. I think that's about it. Crisp and clean and to the point. So in just a moment, we will be right back with tonight's first item. But first, the terms of the sale. Here they are. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First up tonight, you were expecting a Fiddleback Forge custom snow bill, but somebody took advantage of my heads up video and bought that sucker at the newly reduced price this week. So it will not appear in tonight's sale because by the time you see this, it'll already be on its way to its new owner. So on to the fresh stuff. First up, we have this huge box. It's so huge, I can't really even get it on camera, but we have an item from the American Tomahawk company, not made in China. Inside the box are some goodies. Let's see. This is hilarious. I don't know if I can even get this all in frame. American, this is first it says, the profuse public apology guarantee. American Tomahawk wants you to know that we care about your feelings. That's why we offer our profuse public apology guarantee. If you're a customer and we ever offend you and start skylining like a little Nancy, let us know. We'll send you at no cost your very own Happy Hug mug along with 2 packets of Swiss Miss Cocoa Mix, double marshmallows no less, to sip quietly in your safe space while you recover. That's not all. We will also guarantee we will issue a profusely public apology to you across all social media, letting everyone know that you got an owie boo-boo. Pinkies up, sweetheart. Feel better soon. Signed, American Tomahawk. Oh, you just have to love these guys. So American Tomahawk, I think, is an offshoot of RMJ Tactical. Inside the box, you're going to get a sticker. You're going to get an envelope with a certificate in it, I guess. Let's see. Oh, it's the warranty card envelope with a warranty. Oh my gosh. Another sticker. You're going to get your C of A. And another step-by-step instructions how to install your Kydex sheath, all that good stuff. Inside all that, you're going to get a Tomahawk with a beautiful Kydex scabbard. I mean, beautiful. I'm going to take this off camera. And forged into the head, RMJ USA. The head length on this Tomahawk, sorry my sheath hit the floor, is 8 inches across. It says 14 1/8 in overall length. The head material is 1060 carbon steel with a powder coat coating. Got a pretty nice factory edge on it, really, guys. I'm going to show you a sharpening price, but I'm going to say it doesn't really need it. Tennessee hickory is the handle material. And I think that wedge needs to go a little deeper because there's a little bit of head movement there. It is like new in the box. And guys, these things are $189 web pricing, but you can have this one shipped to you. And guys, that's going to be, depending on where you live, that's going to be $15 to $20 in postage because the box is so large. Nicely faceted and torched Tennessee hickory. Your price on this, $85. $85 shipped priority mail, $105 if you want my edge on it, but I don't think it needs it. Look at the reflection, and it takes a pretty nice little bite. Pretty nice. So that's with box, with sheath, like new, $85, $105 if you want my edge on it, but it doesn't need it. Okay, next up. Our one and only traditional slip joint pocket knife tonight, from the Tidioute cutlery line of Great Eastern Cutlery, Titusville, PA. We have a number 352320 beer and sausage knife in natural canvas micarta. It is going to come with the beer and sausage tool button and a really, really nice clip slip. How about that? Want to see the knife? I bet you do. Here you go. 3 3/4 inch closed length cigar pattern. Natural canvas micarta covers. Lined satin finished nickel silver bolsters. Main blade is a long pull cut swedge spear point with the B&S etch. Then you're going to have a fork, because you need to be able to stab your sausage and open your beer. And then, because, you know, beer and sausage sometimes is a little messy, you can comb your beard. How about that? So the main blade's got about a 6 pull with a half stop. Nice walk and talk. Tools are beautifully centered. Condition on this, I'm going to say like new in tube, as with all the satin finished nickel silver. You might see a little bit of a tube rub here or there. But a beautiful example. And guys, these things are going nuts on eBay. This might be the only one you can find to purchase for under $200. Your price, $195. $195 like it is, $210 for me to sharpen that blade. Next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 6. That is the GEC Tidioute number 35 beer and sausage. Next up, not all knives tonight. We actually have a light system for you. I'm not sure it's actually going to come in this box. It will come in these two. All right. Oh. So we have from FourSevens a mini turbo Mark III light that comes with the 360 degree headlamp kit. So first, the light. I think it's only about 2.5 inches in length. It is a black anodized aluminum body. The light in this one is a Cree XPL with 700 lumens on the highest setting. You have a magnetic tail cap, a twisty actuation. And this is configurable with 6 modes. I'm not going to get into how to do that because I don't know. It does come with a clip that affixes to the light in this groove right here. Okay, if you want to carry it like that. And then you have this beautiful piece of work. This is your headlamp fixture, 360 degree rotatable, and then adjustable for elevation. And the light goes into the headlamp fixture via that tail magnet. And it holds very securely. And it allows you, it restrains the back of the light so the twist actuation works without spinning in the fixture. How about that? Very cool. Very cool package. Those are available on Amazon with the headlamp attachment for $104. This one can be yours for $50, like new in both boxes. That's the FourSevens Mini Turbo Mark III with headlamp. Okay. Next up, we got one from Civivi knives, and this is the C907G Elementum black stonewashed brass handle with gray stainless steel liner and a stonewashed D2 blade. Check it out. I believe this was a Blade HQ exclusive, no longer available. You can have a tip down deep carry right hand only pocket clip. Ball bearing flipper mechanism, stainless steel liner lock. Gorgeous. It looks like bead blasted and then tumbled blade in D2. 2 7/8 is your blade length, 4 inches is your handle. There's your lock engagement. Lockup is rock solid. Action is super smooth and free. Centering is perfect. Condition, like new in the box, they are out of stock. When they were in stock, they were $79. This one can be yours, like new in box, for $60, shipped, priority mail, $80 with an TheApostleP edge. Next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 6. That is the Civivi C907G Elementum. Next up, well, we have a little run of Civivi. Here's another one. Inside this box, we have the C2005F Dogma with the black polished copper handle, black stainless steel liner lock, and a black stonewashed D2 blade. Scales are copper. And then in the cover section of the scale, we have a faux black bolster, but then a milled rear section, and then the peaks are polished copper. That should really look nice after it starts to patina. Looks like the frame was then tumbled to reveal some coppery on the corners. This is going to have a tip up left or right reversible clip. Nice detent on the stainless steel liner lock. Beautifully tumbled black blade. Super nice looking clip point, don't you think? Blade length on this one's 3 7/16. Handle is 4 1/4. Rock solid lockup. There's your engagement. Action super free. Beautiful. Centering right down the middle. Condition is going to be like new in the box. Web price on this knife, $68 at your favorite online retailer. This one can be yours, shipped priority mail for $45, $65 with an TheApostleP edge. That's the Civivi C2005F Dogma. Next up, our last Civivi of the evening. It's a little bit smaller box because it's a little smaller knife. This one, the C914DS-2 Rustic Gent with brown matrix micarta handle, carbon fiber bolsters, gray stainless steel liners, and a Damascus blade. Pretty cool little fusion knife, a melding of old and new with a Civivi branded clip pocket slip. Here's the knife. What a little beauty that is, huh? 3 13/16 inches closed length curved handle trapper pattern with a lock back mechanism and a half stop. Light pull, but it is a lockback, so you don't really need a firm one. Gorgeous clip point Damascus blade with long pull on both sides. Lockup is solid as a rock. Centering is right down the middle. Got a little lanyard attached. It is like new in box. You can buy these online at your favorite retailer for 99 bucks, brand new. This one, like new, in box, can be yours, shipped, priority mail, all in $70, $70. And then 90 if you like it with an Apostle P edge, and next day sharpening is available if it's one of the first 6 purchased to be sharpened tonight. Next up, from the Pena X series of non-knife objects, we have the Pena X series bolt action pen. So you push down and over, and the pen comes open, and then you close it. And the clip on this one is Moku-Ti. Titanium barrel, 5.5 inches long, I believe. Inside the pen resides the Schmidt Easy Flow medium black cartridge. Condition on this one is like new in the box. And I couldn't find this exact pen in stock. But I think it was 145 bucks based on similar models that are in stock. So it was a $145 pen brand new. This one, like new in the box, can be yours for $100 on the Pena X series titanium pen. Pretty cool. That might be a keeper. Next up, from our friends at Giant Mouse Knives. I'm peeling a little piece of price tag here. This is a model I have not seen. The joint project of Jens Anso and Jesper Voxnäs. Inside this one comes the Clyde Prometheus edition. The Prometheus edition. Famous for their flashlights at, what is it, darksucks.com? Yeah, so this was a special edition made for them. Very intricately milled, I think, brass scales. Deep carry pocket clip, going to be right hand only. Nice white lanyard with a very neatly milled bead. This has got washers and studs. Kind of a Quiken profile on the blade. Blade steel's M390. 3 inches in blade length. 3 31/32 in handle length. That is a liner lock. Locks up rock solid. Action is silky, silky smooth. Centering right down the middle. Condition on this is going to be like new in the box. They're gone. They're out of stock. When they were available at Dark Sucks, they were 225 bucks. This one can be yours. How about 175, guys? 175. Then 200 if you'd like an Apostle P edge on it. Next day sharpening is available. That is the Giant Mouse Clyde Prometheus edition. See if I can put that back without knocking stuff over. Oh, this one, you guys saw it in the thumbnail. You're all waiting to see how much this is, aren't you? I know you are. I forgot to peel off another price tag. Talk amongst yourselves. Comes in a blue box from Oregon City, Oregon, the Benchmade Knife Company. This one is the 565-1 Mini Super Freek. Yes, sirree. We have black carbon fiber handle scales, red anodized aluminum standoffs and thumb studs. We have a parkerized split arrow pocket clip. We have a blade of CPM S90V. This is a first production run knife. Let's see. 3-inch blade, 4 1/16 is your handle length. Free drop in action. Rock solid lockup. Beautiful blade centering. Condition like new in the box. Map pricing on this knife, brand spanking new, is $263 at your favorite web retailer. Or just buy this like new in box, I'm saying perfect example, for $220. $220. $245 if you like it with an ApostleP edge. That is the Benchmade 565-1 Mini Super Freek. Next up, time to pay attention, guys, because we have twins coming up. This is the Benchmade Black Class 537GY-1 Bailout number 1. Number 1 in your inventory. So, we have a Bailout with beautifully 3D machined aluminum scales, hard anodized in OD green. We have a parkerized shorty deep carry clip. We have a backspacer with carbide glass breaker. We have a blade. What is that? Chromium oxide or something? That gray coating? I don't remember. Oh, look at that Tonto blade. Beautiful profile in the blade steel. CPM M4. Oh, yeah. 3 3/8 inches of blade, 4 7/16 inches of handle. Free swing in action. Rock solid lockup. Centering is down the middle. Now, this is number 1, guys, and it has a little carry wear right there on the edge of the handle, a little bit right on the edge of the clip. But we'll call it near mint in box. Map price on these brand new 221 big ones. This one can be yours for $180 shipped, priority mail, $210 with an ApostleP edge. That is in your inventory as Benchmade 537GY-1 Bailout number 1. Next up, we have the Benchmade Black Class 537GY-1 number 2. Number 2 in your inventory. The twin to the last knife. Okay. 3D machined OD green anodized aluminum handle scales. Backspacer with carbide glass breaker. Parkerized deep carry shorty clip. 3 3/8 inch blade of CPM M4. Lockup rock solid. Action beautiful, if not a little hydraulic. Blade centering right down the middle. Condition on this one, like new in the box. Like new in the box, nowhere. This is the Benchmade 537GY-1 Bailout number 2. Map pricing for a new one at your favorite online retailer would be $221. This one can be yours, like new, in box, shipped, priority mail. $190, and then $220 with an ApostleP edge on that M4 blade. Next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 6. Next up, another one from Benchmade. This, the now famous 940-1 Osborne. This, of course, has carbon fiber handle scales, blue anodized aluminum standoffs, a parkerized Emerson style clip, and a blade of CPM S90V. no blade wear, rock solid lockup. Beautiful action. And the centering is close on this one. Not quite perfect. You could probably make it perfect, but it's not quite perfect as it sits. Condition is like new in the box. Map pricing on this knife, brand new at your favorite retailer, is $272. This one can be yours, like new in the box, $220. And then $245 with an ApostleP edge. Next day sharpening is available if it's one of the first 6 knives purchased to be sharpened this evening. $220 like it is, $245 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Benchmade 940-1. Next up, from Spyderco, Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth, we have a pair of 3 OD green and orange G10. That must make it a Cutlery Shop exclusive, and it is wearing a Lynch DLC coated deep carry titanium clip, blade steel. If it's a Cutlery Shop exclusive with a 2-tone handle, it must be, and it is, CPM Rex 45. How about that? How about that? So, Cutlery Shop exclusive, long sold out. Near mint in box only because the clip has been changed. Rock solid lockup, free swing in action. Perfect blade centering. I think these might be worth a little more than this, but how about just for you guys? $195, $195 like it is. $220 with an ApostleP edge. Next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 6. That is the Spyderco pair of 3 in your inventory as ORGN Rex 45. Next up, it is another Spyderco, another one from Golden. This is the pair of 3 204P. So, KnifeWorks exclusive foliage green G10 handle scales, polished hourglass clip. CTS 204P is your blade steel. Action is sweet. Lockup is perfect. Centering is perfect. Condition is like new in the box. So these are sold out at KnifeWorks. This one can be yours for $195. $195. $220 with an ApostleP edge. Next day sharpening is available if it's one of the first 6. That's in your inventory as Spyderco pair 3 GN 204P. Next up, another Spidey. Another one from Golden. Another one in 204P. This one, however, is a pair of 2. Don't get confused when you send me and I'll take it, because this looks a lot like the last knife. Foliage green G10. CTS 204P blade steel. KnifeWorks exclusive. Beautiful action. Beautiful centering. And perfect lockup. Like new. In the box. Out of stock. Dealer exclusive sprint run. Paramilitary 2. Your price $200. $225 with an ApostleP edge. That's in your inventory as Spyderco pair 2 GN 204P. Next up, a discontinued and very cool Spyderco. This is the Battlestation G10 plane. A Dialex designed Spyderco. Very cool handle. Got a little reveal on the stainless steel liners with a lanyard hole. Non-deep carry paperclip clip, but it is reversible for left or right tip-up handle, tip-up carry. Black G10 handle, and then check out this blade. Whew. They called it a hybrid Tato. It is 2 15/16 inches in blade length, so obviously designed by Dialex for that European market. Nice little long pull if you'd rather do it that way. Well, I guess you can't do it that. I guess it's just a fuller because it's buried in the handle. VG10 is your blade steel. Seki City mid-lock lockback, so what do you expect? Perfection, right? Yeah, it's beautiful. Rock solid lockup, nice smooth action, beautiful blade centering. Now these are discontinued, but I did find one web retailer that sort of has a few on clearance. These things were selling on the secondary market for right around $200, but then somebody comes up with a bunch they have for sale online for $150, brand new. So we're going to sell you this one, and I'm going to call it a near mint to like new example because I think this edge has been touched up, or it was just kind of a janky sharpening job at the factory. I'm not sure. It's sharp. It's just kind of funny looking. Almost looks like it's been power stropped, but it is sharp. So I'm calling it near mint to like new with a question mark on the edge, right? Your price, $130 shipped, priority mail, $130, and $155 if you like it with an ApostleP edge. That is the Spyderco Battlestation. Next up, from our friends at Cold Steel Knives, we have the Con! A diminutive little tanto-bladed triad lock knife. Blue G10 handle scales. Reversible tip up left or right pocket clip. We have the HTR or hollow thumb ramp deployment mechanism. AUS 8A is your blade steel. Blade length on the Con, 3 inches. Handle length, 4 inches. It's a triad lock. Is the lockup rock solid? Of course it is. Flings open easily. Blade centering very close to down the middle. Did I write? Yeah, I wrote close, but it can't be very far off. Look how tight that blade is in the well. Yeah. Condition is like new in the box. These are discontinued and out of stock. When they were available, they were $40. Web pricing. This one can be yours for $30. $50 with an ApostleP edge. That is the Cold Steel Con. Next up, it's our last Benchmade in the sale. Blue box from Oregon City. This is the Shane Sibbert Design 757 Vicar. Pretty cool knife. A double layer bicolor G10 handle, black on the bottom, foliage green on the top with some nice milled grooves that provide adequate traction without being a pocket ripping mechanism. I believe the backspacer is a gear pattern chunk of G10. A proprietary clip that's going to be right hand tip up only. We have a titanium frame lock, and the titanium is a sort of got a bronzy anno wash on it. Look at that thing. Blade steel on the Vicar S30V. 3 3/4 inches of Sibbert blade. 5 1/4 inches of handle. Lockup is rock solid. It does have the monolock adjustable stop pin, so depending on which facet you move that stop pin to, you will change the engagement of that titanium liner lock. This one seems to be right where it needs to be because the lockup is far enough over to be secure, has no lock rock, no lock slip, no lock stick, just beautiful. Centering is a little bit to the right as you're looking at it. Action and lockup are stupendous though. We're going to call this near mint in box. I can't tell if there's any wear on that apparently titanium clip or if it was, that's just the satin finish in the anno job. I think it is, but we'll call it near mint just to be safe. They're discontinued. They're out of stock. I found sold eBay listings running between about $197 and $320. This one can be yours shipped to you, priority mail, for $195. $195 like it is. $215 with an ApostleP edge. Next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 6. That's the Benchmade 757 Vicar. Next up, interesting little package, I think. First of all, we have a big leather sheath with an embossed head of a Condor. Yes, it is a Condor knife, but the knife currently resides in a nice piece of custom-made Kydex. That's pretty nice. The knife is the Condor Hudson Bay. Blade steel is 1075. Gets sort of a, not sure if that was it's not the stock scale because it's a flat ground bevel. So that must have been an applied finish. Got some dimpling in it, some blackness from an acid wash, and then kind of a Scandivex edge. Blade length on the Hudson Bay from Condor is 8.5. Handle length is 4.5. They just call that hardwood. We don't know necessarily what. Very nice in the hand. It is like new, no box, plus the custom sheath, right? Web pricing on this knife with just the adequate but not spectacular leather sheath is $68. This is probably rocking, what, another $40, $50 worth of Kydex. But the knife can be yours with both sheaths, like new, no box. $60, 60, and then $90 if you like an ApostleP edge on it. That is the Condor Hudson Bay, and in your inventory it'll say with custom Kydex. Oh, long reach. Next up, it's time to turn the page. Next up, believe it or not, this is a Hinderer box. How do I know that? Because it says Hinderer, although we don't have the stamp. Okay? But you do have inside the box baggie and peanuts. And inside all that you have this little beauty. Hinderer pattern black G10 scale. Copper hardware. This is the half track. I believe this accepts the modular backspacer system of components. Inside that handle is that little beauty. That's 2 3/4 inches of CPM 20 CV in a Tanto configuration with a shimmery, very fine bead blast finish. Stonewashed titanium handle. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. There is your blade centering. It's beautiful. Your flipping action. No issues there. Just beautiful. I'm going to call this near mint because I believe it's been sharpened. It doesn't look like a factory edge to me. And the tip's just a little wonky. Got a little bit of a roll there. So we'll call it near mint in box. This particular half track is out of stock everywhere. When it was in stock, I believe it ran $425 web price. This one can be yours near mint in box with the copper hardware, $260 as shown, $290 with an ApostleP edge. That is the Hinderer half track Tanto in your inventory. Next up, we have a USA made Kershaw knife, and it is the 1870 RDSW Knockout with an M390 blade. Check it out, guys. Oh, are you kidding me? Red hard anodized aluminum scales with the American flag pattern. Black pocket clip. Black subframe lock. Stonewashed M390 blade. Absolutely beautiful. Speed safe assisted opening action. Rock solid lockup. Perfect centering. I love the knockout. I really do. Yeah. Like new in the box. Can't find them anywhere. There are none in stock. There are none on eBay. None. Now we sold, was it a blue one a couple weeks ago? For $115, basically the twin to this. How about for this one 110. 110 like it is, 135 with an Apostle P edge. That's the Kershaw 1870 RDSW Knockout. Next up, we are going bold with a ZT 0456 Sinkovich. A Sinkovich that I actually kind of like. This is sort of the stubby, chunky Sinkovich. Titanium frame lock. Blue anodized pivot. Blue anodized pocket clip. Blue anodized backspacer. Beautiful flipper. Now this one will tend to death lock on you, so you want to keep the fingers off the lock bar when you're opening it. And it opens like a shot. The blade is CTS 204P. The blade length on the 456 is 3 1/4. The handle length is 4 1/2. Of course, it's running on bearings. Action is beautiful. The centering on this one is close, but very close. Conditions like new in the box. I think these are discontinued. They're definitely out of stock. When they were in stock, you could buy one of these at your favorite retailer for $260. This one you can purchase like new in the box, shipped priority mail for $195, and then $220 with an Apostle P edge. Next day sharpening is available if it's one of the first 6. That's in your inventory as ZT0456. Next up, we are still going bold. And let's see, this one is the R.J. Martin designed ZT0609er. Maybe my favorite ZT ever. Why don't I own one? I don't know. I'm going to give you guys 22 minutes to buy this knife tonight. If it's not sold in at 9:22, I am marking it sold, paying the consignor, and keeping it. It is the ZT0609. Tip up, reversible, left or right hand pocket clip. The pivotless pivot. Oh yeah. And this consignor spent the $18 to get the tool for the pivot, so you don't have to worry about that. Beautifully milled bronze anodized titanium frame. And that gorgeous, sort of subtly harpooned clip point blade. Blade steel is 20 CV. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. There's your blade centering. It's perfect. There's your flipping action. What did you expect? Like new in the box. Like new in the box with tool. So, ZT's map pricing for their web retailers is $260 on this knife, plus $18 for the tool. So you get $278 worth of stuff. Can be yours, shipped, priority mail for $190, $190, $215 with an Apostle P edge. That is the ZT0609. 922, guys, or it's mine. Next up, time for another little run of Spideys. Here we go. From Gold in Colorado, USA Earth, we have a pair of 3 CF 52-100. Guys, this is a rare knife, just so you know. Peel ply carbon fiber handle. 52-100 carbon steel, alloyed carbon steel blade. Spheroidal in structure, takes a super wicked edge. Got kind of almost an acid stonewash. This was a dealer exclusive for HL Dallas. Good luck finding one. Now, I believe this has been used and sharpened, and the tip is just a little rounded from sharpening. Other than that, it's like new, so we're going to call it near mint in box. They're of course out of stock. They made them for one tiny little dealer. Prices on eBay for sold completed listings for this knife between $249 and $269. This one can be yours for $195, guys. $195 like it is. $215 with an Apostle P edge. Next day sharpening is available if it's one of the first 6. That is the Spyderco Para 3 CF 52-100. Oh, next up. I knew this was going to happen. It's just a house of cards over here, guys. Another Spidey. Another Para 3. This, the Maximet. So, of course, it's wearing gray G10 handle scales. Bright hardware, polished clip. Maximet blade. Super nice action. Perfect centering. Oh. Rock solid lockup. Condition is absolutely like new in the box. This is now a regular production knife for Spyderco, as I understand it. You can buy these at your favorite online retailer for $213, or just buy this one, like new in the box, $150. If you like my edge on it, I charge a lot to sharpen Maximet because it's not fun, and frankly, you're better off to use it and get it dull. But if you want to, I'll sharpen it for $30. So $150 like it is, $180 sharpened, and this is in your inventory as Spyderco Para 3 GY Max. Next up, another Spyderco. This one, a Paramilitary 2 CPM S45VN. So yeah, the first S45 Para 2 made by Spyderco, and it comes in that sort of herringbone tweed milled pattern on the foliage green G10 handle. Lockup, rock solid. Action, free swinging. Centering, I see it as perfect as my eyes can see it. Condition, like new in the box. They're out of stock. I think these are a Sprint, are they not? Yeah. Your price, like new in the box, shipped Priority Mail, $185, $185, $205 with an Apostle P edge. Next day sharpening available if it's one of the first 6 knives purchased to be sharpened tonight. That's in your inventory of Spyderco Para 2 FG S45. Next up, another Spyderco. This one, a Sage 5 CF. Oh, yeah. Yes, the Sage 5, the 5th in the Sage series. 3-inch S30V blade. The carbon fiber over G10 laminate. And the compression lock with the deep carry paperclip clip. Action is silky smooth. Centering is right down the middle. Lockup is rock solid. Condition, like new in the box. Like new in the box. These are widely available brand new on the internet if you'd like to pay $164 for them. But you could just buy this one. A beautiful example, like new in the box, shipped Priority Mail, all in at $130, $130. $150 with an Apostle P edge, and next day sharpening is available if it's one of the first 6. That's in your inventory of Spyderco Sage 5. Oh guys, it's our last Spidey tonight. The last Spyderco in the sale. Here it is. The now discontinued and much unjustly maligned Spyderco Gale Bradley Advocate. This is the CQI version with the bigger ball bearings and the thick hardened backing washers. We have a beautiful orange peel titanium handle with polished edges and chamfers. Kind of almost a matte finish clip, not quite their polished clip. Might have a little, does that have a little ceramic coat? I don't know. Anyhow, ball bearing flipper, M4 blade, Gail Bradley, Weatherford, Texas. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. Now the blade centering favors the lock bar ever so slightly. So action and lockup, absolutely perfect. Centering, close. Okay. It is like new in the box. It is discontinued and out of stock. Your price? $170. $170 like it is, $195 if you'd like it with an Apostle P edge. Next day sharpening is available if it's one of the first 6. That is the Spyderco Advocate CQI. Next up, it's our final Benchmade in tonight's sale. It is a black class knife. It is the 810-1801 Contago. Is it Knife Works or not? I think it was a Knife Works exclusive, the blue and black G10. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Warren Osborne design, deep carry polished clip. The beautiful Osborne blade, Bowler M390. Guys, not only is this like new, but it's perfect. Lockup is bank vault. Action, pretty free. Centering, dead down the middle. You can't do better than that. Or Benchmade can't do better than that anyway. Discontinued knife, out of stock everywhere. The prices are creeping up on these, but this perfect example, like new in the box, can be yours for $195 shipped priority mail, $220 with an Apostle P edge. That's the Benchmade 810-1801 Contago. Next up, you ever get a knife in your hand that you didn't expect much from, and then you play with it a little bit and you just love it? This is that knife for me. From Hogue Knives, we have their ridiculously long model designation, 24162X1 Micro Flip. Okay? I always think, oh no, somebody tried to do a flipper and a button lock again. That never works well. Except the Micro Flip has a detent. I'm not sure how they do it, but watch. Isn't that strange? It takes some effort to open the knife, and it takes some effort to close it. But it flips so neat. Got a 2 3/4 inch Wharncliffe blade in CPM 154. A 3 15/16 gray hard anodized aluminum handle. Really cool backspacer. Very interesting clip. That is reversible, tip up, left or right. Cool. Action, centering, lockup, all perfect. Like new in the box. These are available. Actually, I found the best price, I think, on Amazon at $127. Or just buy this one. Like new in the box. All in, shipped, $90 or $110 with an Apostle P edge, and next day sharpening would be available if you're one of the first 6 tonight. That's in your inventory as the Hogue X1 Micro Flip. Micro Flip. Next up, from Massdrop and Ray Laconico, we have a Keen. I dig the Keen, I really do. You have that long fullered bronze anodized stonewashed titanium handle, the milled titanium clip, a super cool spear point blade with a great flipping action, satin finished S35 VN. Blade length is 3 3/8, handle length is 4.5. It's the usual stuff, right? Steel inserted titanium frame lock, ball bearing pivot, perfect centering, perfect action, perfect lockup, like new in the box. Your price, here's kind of a deal, I think. $115, $115, and then $135 with an Apostle P edge. That is the Massdrop Laconico Keen. Next up, it's a long reach for this one, guys. Bear with me. Uh-oh. It's from that Nadu character, Sharp by design. Guys, these things are doing blood. I mean, they're doing blood. This is the Sharp by Design Micro Evo Typhoon. Just 3 3/4 inches in closed length with a blade of Bowler M390, 2 15/16 inches in length. Guys, that is some seriously gorgeous grinding right there. Absolutely. Seamless carbon fiber inlay on the show side. And then the carbon fiber inlay on the lock side forms kind of a bolster lock for that steel inserted frame lock. Satin finished titanium clip, milled variety. There's your lock engagement. It's rock solid. Blade centering is perfect. Thwacky, beautiful action. Like new in the box. They are out of stock at $350. You can buy this one. You're not going to believe this. $260 like it is. $290 with an ApostleP edge. Like new in the box. That's the Sharp by Design Micro Evo Typhoon. Oh! Okay, time for the last knife in the sale. This one is from Best Tech Knives. I didn't know Best Tech made knives this nice, guys. This is the Best Tech Shodan, S-H-O-D-A-N. Look at that beautifully milled shred carbon fiber scale. Look at that sort of tumbled black DLC, I think it's DLC, titanium frame. Very cool clip. Of course, it's a ball bearing flipper. Look at that thing. What a beauty. A highly stylized spear point blade with some jimping, a fuller, an oval hole, nice deep forward finger choil. Blade steel's S35VN. Blade length is 3 9/16. The handle length is 4 13/16. And it works well in both positions. There's your lock engagement. It is rock solid. Blade centering dead down the middle. Action's perfect. The Shodan is out of stock at $230 web pricing. This one can be yours. Like new in the box for $180, and then $200 with an ApostleP edge. That, my friends, brings us to the end of another weekly Thursday night knife sale on the ApostleP channel. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm about out of voice. That was a long one. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Now commence to clicking.